Good morning, everybody. This is Steve from the Worley Bugger. It is Halloween Day 2024. Looks like a Halloween day. It's some pretty good rain. Started yesterday afternoon and continued on through the nighttime hours. And this morning, the valley is filled with fog, as you can see. A little chilly, but nice fall day. Lots of folks that aren't really well versed in the Yakima and how it operates tend to think that it's like a lot of rivers, especially on the west side rivers. When we get big rainstorms that push through, they automatically assume that the river is going to blow out, and that can happen. It's very, very odd for it to happen in the fall. In the spring, it's a lot more common because we still have good snowpack, you know, in the hills, you know, and if that occurs, we still have snow in the low-lying hills and we get rain. Of course, that will melt the snow, and then the water comes down via the tributaries, and then we can see an escalation in flow, and then of course a turbidity. But as you can see today, the river is gin clear. We did have another rainstorm last week. It was pretty mild here in the valley, but must have touched a little bit harder over in the Natchez Basin. And I did get reports that the river was chalky there, and that, you know, it operates pretty much the same as the Yakima does. And I'd have to assume that the river blew out probably due to the big fires that, you know, we've had over there the last couple of years. The Natchez Basin has had some really big fires, and it was probably a lot of ash sediment from the fire that came down, you know, again via the tributaries into the Natchez, and caused some muddy water conditions there. So actually, I think that was earlier in the week. So there's a couple of things you need to start thinking about if you're going to fish this time of year. We're losing light every day. We're losing a little bit more and more, and then this Sunday is daylight savings time. So remember, spring ahead, fall back. So still blue wing olives happening in the afternoon. Again, you know, we're seeing these time differences. We're seeing water temperatures, you know, drop, you know, down into the about the mid 40s. Greg took it yesterday out at the Green Bridge, which is the beginning of the Farmlands, and he reported about a 45-degree temperature. So that's about the coldest that we've seen it yet this fall. Aaron's saying about the same thing, you know, in the upper river. River continues to operate at low flow, so, you know, be careful. You know, you can see these, you know, it's not easy with these rocks. These rocks are slippery. October caddis, case caddis. You can see he got out, did his thing. Most of your insect hatch is all going to occur, you know, during the warmer part of the day, for sure. So, and that's, you know, typically when the trout are going to get most active. Fly selection really becomes, I wouldn't say that it's not important, but fishing the right water, watching your water temperatures, you know, and your drifts, you know, very, very crucial, you know, for catching fish. So a couple other things, I guess, to address. With the time change going into daylight savings, we will adjust our fishing hours accordingly, and as far as our rates as well for the winter, and then we'll see about a rate adjustment in 2025, whether we have an increase or not. And then the pro shop too. Pro shop hours are going to vary a little bit. Me and Greg will be working the shop over the winter. But if you're wondering, you know, if we're going to be open, there's probably going to be some days we're going to take some days off. And we had a long season here. We started fishing this year in February, and we're still going till we're booked out till the 15th, 16th of November. So we might take a few extra days. So if you're heading our direction and wondering if the pro shop's open, you can always just give us a jingle, and we'll be happy to let you know what's going on and what our hours are going to be. So I've had some reports coming in from lake fishing out at Lake Lanice. Sounds like they just poured 5,000 trout in there earlier in the week, 12 to 14 inches. So hopefully they'll winter well, and by spring, when it opens March 1st, 2025, they'll be, you know, pumped up and, you know, looking at 15, 16 inch fish in there. But those water temperatures have dropped as well there in the lakes, and people have been chironomid fishing, and they've been doing pretty good. Got great reports from Dry Falls, even people catching some nice brown trout up there, which is great to hear. Not a lot of brown trout fisheries in our state. So if you want to try and catch one of them, Dry Falls is a great place to go. And most all those lakes are all open till the end of November. So we got some warmer weather coming. Going to be back up in the 50s, and that was kind of the prediction for November, that it was going to stay on the warmer side. So we'll see if that happens or not. See if the weather gods shine some warmer weather on us in November, and hopefully we get lots and lots of snowpack in our mountaintops, because we're in desperate need all across the West, not just in Washington, but Idaho, Montana, Oregon as well, everywhere. So until then, everybody, have a great week, and again, give us a call at the pro shop if you have any questions. All right. Thanks to everybody that came out and fished with us this year and supported our efforts. Appreciate it greatly.